Hey, everybody, Off the Mic Sports Network here. Another edition of Off the Top Rope. One more reacting to WrestleMania 41. Um, so, Tiffany Stratton had a big night at WrestleMania 41 Saturday. She beat Charlotte Flair clean as a sheet to win the WrestleMania, like, I guess you could say co-main event. It was like the semi-main event, went on right before that incredible match. Listen, it wasn't the greatest match in the world, but here's one thing that we need to get out of the way. I don't know what the politics are behind this, and if Charlotte was okay with this, if Charlotte wanted to sign off on this. It seemed like there was a little bit of clunkiness, and I don't know if it was sandbagging or anything like that. But the point is, Tiffany Stratton looked like she belonged in the ring with Charlotte Flair, one of the greatest to ever do it. And that says a lot for somebody who has literally been in wrestling for like 4 years. Shows up at WrestleMania, her first WrestleMania match against Charlotte Flair, and beat her. Beat her. You want to know how many people have beaten Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania? I think it's Rhea Ripley, and that's about it. And Becky Lynch. But Becky Lynch never pinned Charlotte Flair. She pinned Ronda Rousey in a botched pinfall. Asuka didn't even beat her. Bayley, had that weird match at WrestleMania 33. But Sasha Banks, Mercedes Moné didn't even do that. This was a passing of the torch moment for WWE and its women's division. And if you're not in line with Tiffy time right now, if you're not operating on Tiffy time, you better get operating on it very soon. Because this woman is about to change the game. She is only, 25, 26 years old? She's going to change the game. And I know that there's some internet trolls out there who are just trying to say because of something that was on her Instagram that might have been racist or whatever. Guys, this woman belonged in the ring. And for a large chunk of this feud, it looked like she was going to get eaten, chewed up, and spit out. But near the end of this, and maybe it was a test from Charlotte Flair to bring some realism to this feud, and Tiffany kind of, went personal, but stood up for herself. It got ugly, but WWE's leaned into it, and, hey, they've gotten fully behind her. And, I think we've got the new future of the women's division on our hands right now. And we'll see, if they want to carry this on with her as a babyface. It seems a little bit odd, but she's over and the fans love her. But the way that I looked at this, and, I couldn't help but think about, the rest of the women's division and just be like, okay, Charlotte Flair hasn't put over a hell of a lot of people at WrestleMania in her recent runs. Like Ronda Rousey didn't even beat her at WrestleMania. Yeah, that never happened. Rhea beat her, but had to beat her on the second time. So, it's amazing when you look at just all the course of history with this women's division with Charlotte Flair on top of it. And I don't know the politics. Maybe Charlotte was supposed to initially win, and then a lot of this unprofessional behavior that was shown out throughout this feud, maybe reared its ugly head, and WWE was like, you know what, we can't go forward with Charlotte. And I don't know what that means. We'll see. But what is abundantly clear, and what people need to realize moving forward in this division, is that WWE runs on Tiffy time. That is very clear, because this woman in 4 years has gone to WrestleMania in her first match and defended the WWE Women's Championship against maybe the greatest female to ever grace a WWE ring. 14-time women's champion. Beat her clean as a sheet in the middle of that ring in Las Vegas. It was not the greatest match in the world, but Tiffany showed that she belonged. She was not carried. She was not she did not need Charlotte's help. And if you ask me who I wanted to buy stock in moving forward, and I've said this before, I'm absolutely taking whatever the heck WWE is running in their women's division with her, Stephanie Valkyrie, or whatever, over whatever the fuck is going on in AEW. Mercedes Moné is clearly a creation of WWE. Because what's her character? It's the same thing. It's the CEO, but it was the boss in WWE. What evidence do you guys need? Tiffany Stratton is absolutely on a trajectory to be one of the great women in this division. And she's got so much more potential and so much more untapped ability left in her as a star. And she's only like mid-20s and she's already this good. She was on the main roster for less than a year and was already and already became the women's champion. And now she beat Charlotte Flair? Are you kidding me? If you're a hater on this right now and like, get on board, guys. Get on board. Buy stock now because this woman is only going up. And, you know, like I said, we may have to determine and may have to hear some backstage stories about what happened, if this was the decision all along, if it ended up coming out based off of politics and based off of some behavioral decisions from Charlotte. But all I can say, man, right person won, and the future is now for Tiffany Stratton. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys soon.